Hey everybody, welcome to Simple Diversion. My name is Graham.
My name is Rob.
And today we're going to be discussing our top 5 cigars under $20. We decided to do our top 5 cigars under 20 because most of our cigars fit in that category anyways, except for maybe 1 or 2. So we've done top 5 videos before. We will start with our honorable mention and then go from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We each have our own top 5. And neither of us know what the other one has in their top 5, so that should be some fun.
I think I know one that you might have, just because you've talked about it a million times before. But I actually have 2 honorable mentions, which I'll say quickly, but I just want to go ahead and...
Not yet. What we're smoking right now is a couple cigars that I picked up. If you are in the Wisconsin area, you're probably familiar with Lake Geneva. It's obviously a lake, and it's a very big tourist attraction. People go there for vacationing and stuff like that. Right. So my wife and I went down there last summer, picked up a couple of these barbershop pull cigars. Have different wrappers, so you're supposed to get different flavors as the cigar goes down. But other than that, I don't know anything about it. It just says Lake Geneva Spice Company, and it's got the address.
Actually pretty good.
Yep. It says hand-rolled fine premium product of Nicaragua.
Wow.
That's all we know.
So that's all you're gonna know.
So we'll be smoking these while we're discussing our top 5s. And I'm already out of whiskey.
Would you like me to go get the...
Sure. I'll get it.
Doesn't trust me.
Alright, so let's start with our honorable mentions. You said you have 2, then I'm going to go with 2 as well.
Okay.
My first one would be Man of War Ruination. Really like that cigar.
That's a good cigar. We reviewed that one.
We did, so check that video out. My other honorable mention we've also reviewed, and that's the Cinco Vegas Classic. That's going to be a medium body cigar from Nicaragua, and it's going to have smooth, pleasant notes of spice, toast, and maybe some nuttiness to it.
Okay.
It's a Sumatra wrapper, and it's going to be, I believe, a Cigar International exclusive, and you can find them for about $4 per stick. So try that one out. That's a really good one. It's more of a budget cigar, but it's one of those that's just my favorite. And these aren't necessarily the best 5 cigars under 20. These are our best.
Yeah,
we like under 20.
And that maybe you should go try if you haven't.
Birds are a chirpin'. Just nice to hear. A bat? Look at that bat.
My honorable mentions would be the Kentucky Fire Cured Swamp Thing.
Ooh.
I actually really like that. When I first had it, the nose was way like, I don't know, this is not going to be too good. But then I lit it up, and man, it tasted like fire. It had a good hint of like molasses, caramel, like a hickory smoke. Very, very good cigar. Drew Estates. Yeah, good stuff. And secondly would be Jericho Hill cigar. Almost made my top 5, but just didn't.
There's so many good ones.
There's too many good ones.
Tough to pick. I could have easily done a top 10.
And if I were to do this tomorrow, I might put it at number 5. But
a couple cigars that were close to being on my list but didn't make it was Arturo Fuente Hemingway, a very smooth, creamy cigar. Drew Estate Undercrown Shade.
Okay.
As well as, well, Man of War Ruination, we talked about that, but I pretty much had like 4 right there that just didn't make the cut.
Yeah.
So let's start with our number 5 and work our way down to number 1. My number 5 favorite or top cigar under 20 is going to be the Romeo y Julietta 1875.
Okay.
It is from the Dominican Republic. Interestingly enough, this is the only cigar on my top 5 that is not from Nicaragua. It's going to be a medium body cigar, so, you know, not going to overwhelm you, which is nice. There's always a time and a place for that kind of a cigar.
Okay.
With an Indonesian wrapper. And the flavors are going to be some earth, toast, and some cedar. I'm a big fan of cigars that have cedar notes. I don't know, I like that woodiness in cigars.
Yeah.
And this cigar, I believe, goes for about maybe $7 a stick. So again, so far we could have two under $10. But
yeah.
I like them that much.
My number 5 under 20 is the Oliva Series O, which is from Nicaragua. I've been working on that. If you've watched any other videos, I have like a nostalgic time with that. We were out in a cabin the first time I had it, and something that kind of stuck with me. So that's why I like that. I get a little bit of cocoa. I get some a light spice, not too strong, but yeah, it's definitely one of those cigars. If you want to, I would say if you're semi-new to cigars and you want something better than a gas station cigar, let that be one of your first. Oliva has been on the top list on Cigar Aficionado every year since 2005. So
wow.
Oliva is actually,
they're doing good things.
High quality.
Yeah. All right, moving along. My number 4 cigar is going to be the Jericho Hill, which was one of your
my
honorable mentions.
Yeah, honorable mentions.
Another cigar from Nicaragua, going to be a medium to full body with a San Andreas wrapper, real dark, rustic looking cigar. I believe it has a slight box press to it as well. This cigar is dry with some spice and some pepper and maybe a little bit of leather if you're good at getting that. And this cigar is going to go for about, I believe, 9 to 10 a stick.
And that ain't bad.
No.
For a Jericho Hill, not at all.
So that would be my number 4. Go out and try it if you haven't had it yet.
All right, my number 4 is the Undercrown from Drew Estate and from Nicaragua as well. Usually goes anywhere from about $7.50 to $10 a stick. I can usually find it for about $8 or $9. I do get a lot of cocoa once again, some earth. It's very spicy in the first half. It's a very quality cigar for $9, under $10, even though we're doing it under 20s. Very good cigar. Go try it if you haven't yet. The Undercrown by Drew Estate.
All right, guys, my number 3 cigar, one of my favorites for under $20, is going to be the Oliva V Melania.
Oh, okay.
Nicaragua cigar with an Ecuador Sumatra wrapper. What I get with the Melania, and this is different than just the V, this is the Melania. Just take note of that. Black pepper, baked bread, and like Rob said, a little bit of cocoa for me, chocolatey cocoa.
Yeah.
And that's the big things that really draws me to cigars are the cedar and the cocoa. If I can get those, I'm in. And that ranges for, like we said, $12 a stick.
It's a little dry too, sometimes. Sometimes more so than others.
But, you know, you can find deals out there too. We found a box of 10 for the Melanios for $100, and it's $10 a stick. So, you know, do your search and find coupons on Cigar Dojo.
Yeah. And
get 20% off if you spend so much, because that helps.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's my number 3.
All right.
Go get it. Try it. Love it. Get it!
My number 3 is the Liga Privada number 9. It is a full body cigar from Nicaragua. You get a lot of bold flavors once again. I guess I'm just a bold guy.
Powerful too.
Yeah, it is powerful. You do get a lot of earth. You get a lot of cocoa. You do get some leather, some dryness, but a lot of spice to go with that. That is one cigar that it's a special cigar. One that you want to give a couple to a friend here and there.
Well, if you're
not a couple,
money.
not a couple, but lend one to a buddy and have a good cigar like on the pier or something. But I'm not, man. What do they go for?
About $16 a stick.
Yeah, go try it out if you haven't. If you have, you've got to agree.
I don't know too many people that don't like that cigar.
Yeah.
That's a good number 3, and it leads me into my number 2, which is the Liga Privada number 9.
Really?
So I'm not going to go all into it. Rob explained it pretty well, but something fun about the Liga Privada is it is very limited, so that is what drives up the price. Okay. I believe, don't quote me on this, I believe they take the top leaves off the plant, so that's why it's rare.
Yeah.
Because they have to take a certain leaf from the tobacco plant, and it all depends on climate and how they grow. So, some years it might be a shortage. I know at our local brick and mortar, people get in there and they grab them in the handfuls, because you just never know when they're going to be there and when they're not. So that's my number 2 is the Liga Privada. Number 9, great cigar.
My number 2 is the Padron 1964 series. It's a Maduro wrapper from Nicaragua. Very well-known cigar. If you're watching this video, I'm sure you already know a little bit about it or have known somebody who has tried the Padron 1964. You get a lot of, I get a lot of cocoa, hazelnut. It's very nutty. It is a full body cigar. I'm not sure if I said that yet or not. It's definitely one of my go-tos. Top 2 cigar, always has been. And I will definitely have that in the house at all times.
That leads me to my number 1. Rob's making it really easy on me here with going before me. My number 1 is going to be the Padron 1964 Anniversary Maduro. Again, Nicaragua. I think they're doing great things down there.
Yep.
Full body. You might want to have a cup of sugar on hand to smoke any Padron, any of the Anniversary series at least.
Mm-hmm.
Some things that I get out of the Padron would be earth, cocoa, pepper, really good balance to it. I think you did mention $12 a cigar.
I don't think I did actually.
Goes for about $12 a cigar. So the sizes that we're taking these prices from pretty much can be like a Toro size, not a Churchill, not a Robusto, the middle ground.
Right.
So about $12. The 1926 anniversary are more expensive, and those go for about 16 to 18.
Oh.
The 1926 80th year goes for about 30.
Okay. That's what I thought you were talking about. Yep. If you had to choose between those two, or those 3, I guess I should say.
If I'm just choosing between the 3, obviously I take the 1926 80th year. I've had that twice, and it's
I think I've only had it one time.
It is a powerhouse.
Yeah.
So that's my number 1 cigar under $20. My personal favorite.
Woo, number 1. All right, so we were pretty close. I still have my number 1 to say, so I'll do that real quick. My number 1 is the Oliva V Melania, and I believe that was your number 3.
Yes.
It is my number 1 cigar. Ever since the first time I've had it, I don't know. There's something about that cigar that just it made me.
It's different.
Yeah.
It's good.
I think it was my first cigar. My first premium cigar I think that I ever bought was the Melania, and you know I get a lot of like a hint of, and like I said, it's a little dry, but I get spices, I get earth, I get a little hint of like crackers, like a not a saltine cracker, but like a cheese, like you put cheese on whatever that cracker is, Townhouse or whatever.
Okay.
I get a little bit of that butter in it, and yeah, I mean, same thing. I get a lot of nostalgic with that because of everything, but and I love the size of it. I love the you know,
not too big, not too small.
not too big, not too small.
Packs a punch.
Packs a punch. Keep going. No, but that is definitely my number 1.
So there you have it, guys. All great cigars. Again, these are not the best cigars out there. These are just our top 5 at the moment. I mean, we've been smoking for 3 or 4 years. We're still trying a lot of new cigars. If you like these videos, let us know, and we'll come out with some under $10, maybe even some budget cigars under $5.
Yep.
So please let us know that you like this video. Please give us a like and subscribe if you haven't already.
Yeah. And hit that bell, get some notifications, let you know when our new videos coming up. We are wanting to do more live videos as well, so be looking forward to that. Also, in the comment section, give us your top 5 or even your favorite, you know, and it'd be a lot of fun.
Big thank you to our patron, Andrew Johnson, for donating for another month. We appreciate that, sir, and that helps us to continue to give you quality things to review and talk about. And we appreciate it so much, and we just want to thank everybody that subscribed to our channel.
Right.
I don't think a year ago either of us thought that we'd have over 1,000 subscribers at this point, so we
weren't even sure if we were going to last a year.
Yeah, we are very humbled and thankful for the support. We always appreciate you guys commenting and interacting with us, because that's, you know, half the fun. That's why we do this, is to make new friends.
We even enjoy it when you guys correct us.
Well, again, you know, we're
it's communication. It's
we're not experts.
We love it.
Yeah, we're all here to get info. We give info. You can give us info back.
It's basically like, it's not us. This is not a class. We're not teaching you guys things. We might be, but we're not meaning to be like the professor.
Yep.
We're meaning to be like, we're sitting down, having a cigar or a glass of scotch with you, or bourbon, with you as if you were right out here with us and we're just talking cigars.
Yep. And that's why we enjoy this. So thank you guys. Let us know what your top 5 are for under $20. Maybe there's some things we haven't had yet and we'd be interested to try.
Send them our way.
Yeah, if you want us to try something, send it on over. I know
Triple Cap
is sending us some cigars to review. We appreciate that. That's awesome. All right, guys. As always, don't forget, have a cigar in one hand, a drink in the other, and good company by your side. We will see you soon.
See you soon.